Superman. He means a lot to a lot of us. And clearly, he is also a symbol of fucking war for Snyder fans. Sorry, I had to look on the side, but I was just like in the middle of drawing, and I just saw the drama going on, and I just had to intervene. So, what am I talking about? Superman comes out tomorrow night, for many of us, and unfortunately, I will be seeing it tomorrow, the day after, because I want to see with all my pals, and all the tickets are sold out. This is a movie scheduled to make $1 billion. That is what it is. It is a movie made to make $1 billion in the box office. Now, that doesn't mean that it's not going to be good. I'm hoping that it's good after the absolute fucking shit performance of Jurassic Park. Jurassic World Rebirth. That shit was... I didn't like it. I really didn't like it. I was hoping it would be good, but it was bad. Now, Superman is next up in line for basically criticizing. Let's see if it's good or let's see if it's bad. And I'm hoping it's good because if he fails, then it's up to the Fantastic Four. And if the Fantastic Four fails, then July is ruined, okay? So yeah, Superman comes out tomorrow, and there is a lot of drama going on online because there's just so many players going on criticizing this movie and wanting it to fucking fail. The first group of troglodytes, or what I think are paid actors, but apparently they're the good guys in this, are the Snyder fans. The Snyder fans are mad that James Gunn got to write Superman instead of Zack Snyder. Mind you, they weren't even there to support Zack Snyder's work because his work flopped in the box office multiple times, ruining the DCEU universe for everyone. His work ruined DC for a lot of people, including me. There was no good DC shit out there. Back-to-back shitter after shitter in the DCEU. I just couldn't watch. The only one that was entertaining were the Batman movie, or Joker, the first one. The second one was dog shit, but that's that. So Zack Snyder, his fans are pissed. His fans are pissed that James Gunn was able to direct this, and they don't want it to succeed, hoping that if it fails, then their king will return to write the next group of movies for the DCU. Excuse me, I need to booger up in my shirt. I got rid of it. There we go. So yeah, that's basically what's going on. And on top of that, there's another group of people that are mad because apparently Superman's an immigrant. Superman's promoting immigration ideology. Oh! Like it wasn't the beginning of, it started off as an immigrant. Oh my god, it's gotta be rage bait. So Superman is an immigrant. We all fucking know that. He's an alien. And I'm not talking about, ice alien. I'm talking a legit fucking alien from another planet who is basically an immigrant. But, he's got fucking superpowers. So, I don't think fucking immigration is gonna pull up to his barn and just be like, Mr. Clark Kent, you need to go back to wherever you came from. What? Why are people, mad about the whole immigration part of Superman? That is the point. That was where he spawned from, dog. What the fuck are y'all mad about? It has to be rage bait because I saw this one section of news on Fox News where there's these group of goobers, and not even goobers, straight up the most racist group of just idiots and troglodytes talking to each other Superman is trying to push this immigrant ideology, saying immigrants are good. It's gonna do very shitty in the box office. You know what it says on his cape? It says MS-13. He's a fucking criminal. What? I was fucking mad. It had to have been rage bait. Give me a second. All this talking made me thirsty. But what? Stupid fucking humans that need to be shipped off to God knows where. What? Why are people mad at Superman? It's so fucking confusing why so many people want this movie to fail. I personally don't want this movie to fail. I want it to succeed because Zack Snyder's work is dog shit. Most of his work is good, but his work in DC was kind of shit. Let's be honest. No one wanted to see it. It's movies that, you know, are for the bin. For like I know, Zack Snyder fans are coming in. They're fucking throwing tomatoes at me like, he's a paid actor. He's a shill. He's a fraud. You charlatan. You absolute goober. Like, no, like, legitimately, you guys weren't there to support his past movies. That's why he's not doing it anymore. Because Warner Brothers is like, okay, you're not the director for us. Let's take a different approach, you know, and hopefully let's see if that makes us money, right? Because Superman isn't a fucking killer. He's not a monster like Zack Snyder portrayed him as. He's a hero, man. Like, what the fuck? And this new Superman movie really, to me, is what, you know, who Superman is. He's just a dude who legitimately has superpowers in a world where everyone else doesn't have superpowers except for like a select few who are bad guys. That's legitimately the whole movie. And then these other superheroes are paid bastards by the government to like literally fight against Superman's good views. That is it. That is kind of about that. That is literally it. That is Superman. That has been Superman for the past 50 fucking years. Like, it's been Superman since he was created. You know, he fights evil guys who are against the word of evil. I mean, against the word of good. You know, they are hired criminals, basically like fucking Cecil. You know, they're hired by Cecil pretty much, but instead of being heroes, they literally push the big rich guys, you know, agenda on these helpless humans, and Superman is the barrier between that. That has been Superman for the past years. He's been created. That is Superman. He is the barrier between evil and good. He's the barrier between the people and the conglomerates. That is Superman. That is Superman to me. And, you know, I'm making this for my homeboy who also loves Superman. Like, he literally said to me that Superman is the type of movie that you would, like, kiss homeboys in, right? Like, I don't know what the fuck he was trying to say, like, some shit like that. Like, Superman to me means something, man. But he was trying to, like, approach it in a very weird fucking way. I didn't understand what he was saying. But, you know, Superman is just peace. Superman is, you know, strength. He's inspiring, right? So the fact that people want this shit to fail, like, they want Superman to become a villain, you know, to be that guy that instead of is the barrier between the helpless, you know, average day American poor people and the conglomerate monsters. They want him to be on the side of the monsters. What? Why? Like, that is not Superman. That is Homelander, God. That is Homelander. That's legitimately just Homelander. That is like everyone else besides Superman. That is not Superman. So yeah, that's pretty much it about this video. Zack Snyder fans are fucking fuming at the goddamn ears right now like a goddamn cartoon character. Fucking why on their faces are red from what I just had to say. And James Gunn fans are trying to, you know, defend it. You know, Zack Snyder fans are just mad that he didn't get to direct this Superman movie, and they're actually mad that it might actually be better than the Man of Steel. And I'm hoping it is, because I really didn't like the Man of Steel. It is an action-packed movie. It is just not one of those movies that really represents Superman. It isn't his full origin story. Like, I don't remember Zod being there. You know, I remember Lex Luthor. You know, but I guess, you know, in this new movie, some characters aren't really either supposed to be in the movie, like from the original comics. They're not really comic inspired. They're just random comic book characters slapped in because, you know, Superman didn't really have much enemies in his first ever iteration. You know, he just had some crooks to fight, you know, but this is Superman. He's a fucking strong ass dude, and his dog can absolutely fold the shit out of, you know, like other, you know, villains. You know, he's really strong, so they need to give him, you know, non-comic accurate villains, you know, so he can fight in this movie. And I get that, you know. You know, Zack Snyder's version of Superman had, you know, better, more accurate villains than this one does, like the Green Lantern and whatever Ultraman is, and then there's Adaptoid, and then there's the weird kaiju guy. You know, I don't remember any of those villains, but they're in here. So let's see how this movie turns out. And yeah, that's pretty much this whole rant. This is a 10-minute video of me ranting about why the fuck people just don't want this movie to succeed. But I want to. A lot of other people want to, but apparently we're just paid actors by fucking James Gunn himself to promote this movie and make sure it's good. Like, why? Why are we the bad guys? And I don't see it that way. I see it as we're the good guys wanting this new iteration of the DCEU to succeed, because the DCEU under Zack Snyder has just been taking L after L after L. Well, it's not really his fault. It's mostly Warner Brothers' fault for just wanting him to write it in that certain way. L after L. So I just don't want DC to have more L's under their fucking pockets, you know? Because too many L's in their biggest license is bad. Because they lose money. They lose a lot of money. And any more money lost, and we might just lose the fucking license. They might just lose it. Even though they own it, they might have to sell it. And God knows what Disney will fucking do with it. They've already ruined Marvel. Like, the next Marvel movie coming out is hopefully going to save this Marvel shit show that they've been putting on for the past 2 years. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. Just tell me what you think about the super fantastic month that is coming out. You know, Fantastic Four and Superman. I'm more excited for the Fantastic Four to see what the fuck they're cooking up over there. I really like the Fantastic Four. Give me a moment. Like, but if you can't see it, it's literally, it's that famous comic book where Reed Richards is just doing that. Like, that's how hyped I am for that Fantastic Four. It is literally my most precious comic book. That and the Max. The Max is my favorite one. I like that one so much. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. You know, I'm gonna pull up like that one fucker from Smiling Friends. It's like, stop fighting! Hello, everybody. Hello, Daddy. Hello. Like, remember that guy? Yeah, that's me in this. I'm just the middleman. I really want this movie to succeed. I want it to be a good movie that I can come back to and be like, yeah, that's Superman. He's the barrier between the people and Lex Luthor's evil ass. You know, he's, you know, that's Superman. And I want to come back to this movie and, you know, really like it. And really anticipate the future of the fucking James Gunn verse, because he directed fuck's that season, fuck was that show, I forgot the show, but it's pretty much like Frankenstein and his wife, and there's a bunch of other characters, Dr. Phosphorus, Creature Commandos. It took a burp to bring it out of my fucking brain. Creature Commandos, that was a pretty good show. I liked it. It was enjoyable. Characters were great. The whole, like, you know, character building was pretty good. You know, poor that one fish girl got stabbed. It was kind of fucking sad because, you know, she was like the nerd, the goober of the team, but she tried to redeem herself in the end and she got fucking slimed, Swiss cheesed. That was funny, but also kind of sad. But that was a good show, you know. It's sad, like James Gunn was cooking something with that, and so hopefully, you know, we get good shit in the future. You know, representation from other characters from this DC license, which is vast. It is a big group of characters, and we saw nothing in Zack Snyder's bullshit. You know, hopefully the future is bright for the DC, because this has just been L after L, and that's about it for this video, because I'm dragging this shit. I'm just dragging this shit. So yeah, about it. See ya.